Hi. Today I'll make it shorter. I received several responses from viewers who said what an early viewer once said with great economy. We lazy, just tell us. Well, I said more than once, it's not my purpose to give you stock tips. I only use stock names as fodder for you to practice your sleuthing skills on, based on my book. Today I'll make a slight exception. I'll give you 4 names that, subject to your own sleuthing and due diligence, can become multi-baggers. That is, to go up multiple times their present price. How was that? Now mind, not all my mentions in the past have risen that much, but over the last year and a half, several of my stock mentions have doubled and 2 have tripled. And the only stock I exhorted you to sell, pronto, GameStop, fell from 200 the day I mentioned it on February 1st to 40 today. So, up to now, the stock mentions have done not too badly. Of course, it doesn't mean that my future ones will do so too. However, with that said, here are 4 stocks that, if confirmed by your own sleuthing, can do rather well. All 4, by the way, are turnarounds. That is, stocks of good companies that fell on hard times, which are now being fixed. I'll mention the names, the price today, and 2 potential price targets. The first target is for 2 or 3 years. The second, a higher target for 3 to 5 years. Remember, when you make money in the market, you don't just pay with price, you pay with time. In all the 4 stocks, by the way, even the second price target is still lower than their all-time peak. Ready? Remember though, these are not recommendations, just fodder for your own due diligence and sleuthing. Keeping the above in mind, here are the 4. The price today in round figures and the 2 price targets, and also the main reasons why they deserve your sleuthing attention and effort. The first pick, which I already mentioned once before, is Fossil, F-O-S-L. It's already a double or double and a half since I first mentioned it. The price today is 16. The first target is 32, or a double from here, and the second target is 65 at least, or a 4-bagger from here. However, all-time high was 134, yes, and it may just get there too for an 8-bagger from here, or 16-bagger from the bottom. Will it get there? Who knows? Do your own sleuthing. Now for the reasons Fossil is worth your sleuthing attention. There's a huge margin expansion as the company goes from shops to online. Following COVID, there's also a big product line expansion and a hefty operating leverage. And yes, the company is generating cash. And yes, there are lots of insider buying at 5 and 6. Second mention, Edenor or EDN, the Argentinian electric distribution company for Buenos Aires. The stock traded 1 times earnings, yes, a PE of 1, and 0.5 times EV to EBITDA, yes, half. Now, Argentina is a messed up country, but it's now being fixed. And since it has agriculture and resources, and also science, the fix may just succeed. The stock traded about 4. First target is 15, that is a 4-bagger from here, and second target is 34 to 50. That is an 8 to 10-bagger. And yes, it has also been at a high price before. Third mention is a new one, Astronics, or ATRO. It's a cyclical aerospace defense company of great seniority. When business fell off, it showed an entrepreneurial flair and produced a robot that kills viruses with radiation, and it already generates sales. They have been insider buying, yes, and the stock traded 17. First target is the low 30s, or a double from here. Second is 65, or a 4-bagger. And yes, it has been over 60 before. Final one is another I had mentioned before, Embraer, or ERJ, Embraer Regional Jet. It too is already a double from where I mentioned it. It's a Brazilian jet company and is part of the government tech strategy, so it's not very likely to fail, although of course it could. Boeing almost bought one of its divisions, then changed its mind after its own business screw-ups. But Embraer is okay on its own, producing business jets and other jets, and with Learjet as a competitor now gone, it can do even better. And then, of course, Boeing may come back to the table. The stock is at 9, up 50% from where I mentioned it. First target is 25, or about a 3-bagger, and second target is 34, or a 4-bagger. And yes, it also has been there before. All these 4 stocks are fodder for your sleuthing. Your 4 names, pick up the ones you prefer, buy my book, The Sleuth Investor, and do your sleuthing by the method. One last time, these are not recommendations, just mentions. And just because most of my past mentions have done very well is no reason to assume all these ones will do so too. Although they might, who knows? Over to you then. Start sleuthing and good luck. That's all for today. Let me know in the comment below what you think of the above. Subscribe to the channel. Email this video to your friends so they'll subscribe too. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching.